top 10 ultimate weapons for close quarter battle continues now with the final two. And just missing out on the top spot is Heckler & Koch's formidable MP7.
One of the reasons to develop the MP7 was to design a personal defense type weapon to replace the MP5 in a different type caliber.
The MP5 submachine gun has been a successful personal defense favorite for over 40 years. Now, Heckler & Koch believe they've developed a worthy successor in the MP7.
I would call it an in-between from a submachine gun to a pistol. The MP7 is a personal defense weapon that fits right in between those two lines.
What HK has done is really renewed the concept of the PDW being something that you can actually strap to your leg or your hip.
With this in mind, they wanted the weapon to be as light as possible.
The MP7 is very lightweight, is less than 5 pounds, very short compact weapon system, making it, again, very easy to control. Has very little recoil, probably 50% less than a rifle recoil. Very little muzzle climb. When you fire on full automatic, you can dump the whole 40-round magazine in one trigger squeeze and be able to keep that gun very easily controlled on target.
Mud, dirt, and water are no obstacle to the unstoppable MP7. And if you need to fire a pistol style, that's no problem either.
The advantage of being able to fire an MP7A1 with one hand is, well, you might get injured with one of your hands, or you might be running to a car, or shooting from a position that does not behoove you to be firing from the shoulder.
It's very easy to control. It's like shooting a pistol. Slightly larger than a pistol, but still as easy to control as a pistol when it comes to firing.
Going against the trend for larger rounds, the MP7 uses a surprisingly small cartridge.
This is the 5.56 by 45 millimeter, which is used in the M16 family of weapons. And then the 4.6, which you see is a lot smaller of a bullet, which is in our submachine gun, the MP7, is shaped and looks somewhat like a rifle round, so it has real high velocities and acts somewhat like a rifle round, but smaller dimensions and a smaller package.
The 4.6 by 30 millimeter round is fairly effective against soft body armor, out to distance of, let's say, 200 yards.
Watch how this body armor copes against the older MP5, firing a standard round, the 9 millimeter.
You can see where 2 of the rounds entered. See the back, there's no exit holes at all.
Now, the new MP7 firing the smaller 4.6 cartridge.
What allows the 4.6 by 30 millimeter to penetrate body armor is the shape of the bullet and the makeup of the bullet.
We should see 2 exit holes on the inside of the body armor. And there they are, right at the top. 2 rounds exited, went all the way through and exited both sets of the body armor to include the trauma plate in the front, which shows that the MP7 has a lot more punch and a lot more penetrating capability. And it really doesn't take that long to learn the controls. If anybody has ever been a pistol user and a submachine gun user, the transition between the two is very simple towards the system.
Easy to use it may be, but this is no toy. The MP7 can unleash a ferocious rate of fire.
The rate of fire on the MP7 is around 950 rounds a minute. If you throw a suppressor on the end of the gun, that of course raises up probably anywhere from 50 to 100 rounds per minute. The MP7 is currently used by countries throughout Europe in special operations, and they've been combat proven and tested in Southwest Asia.
The MP7 from Heckler & Koch achieves a highly respectable score for stopping power, despite firing by far the smallest round in our selection.
Lightweight and compact, controllable. It's got a high cyclic rate on it, so you can pepper a target really quickly while keeping the gun on target. It's just a well-designed, small, compact, light weapon.
And now, the moment of truth. Just what did Ultimate Weapons rate as the #1 gun for close quarter battle?
Understand, there are very few weapons that are going to be better than a good, controllable, full-auto 45 ACP machine gun.
It's truly remarkable.
It throws a big slug.